It's Legal Dream Team time here on Prime News. Joining me tonight, former prosecutor Robin Sachs, defense attorney Joey Jackson, and family law attorney Vikki Ziegler. Great to have you all on board tonight. Our first story, was duct tape used to kill little Caylee Anthony? Prosecutors say Casey Anthony killed her daughter by intentionally placing duct tape over little Caylee's mouth. Backing up this claim, the coroner, who confirmed finding several overlapping pieces of tape on Caylee's skull. Backing up her claim, meter reader Roy Kronk, who discovered Caylee's remains near the Anthony family home back in December of 2008. All right, Joey Jackson, fighting the good fight as always. How and why is the defense still claiming that no duct tape was covering Caylee's airways? Is there some sort of strategy here today? Because why else would that duct tape be there? Why would you put it on someone who's already dead?
Because you could claim, Vinny, that it was used at the time of the death occurred, and now you're disposing of the body. Now you put the duct tape there as you wrap her in the bag. But this is about a larger issue, Vinny. It's about whether or not the investigation was proper, whether or not the evidence is compelling, whether it's reliable. If you could establish that there was somehow sloppiness, that there was misguidedness, that the investigation didn't take hold as it was supposed to, they have larger issues, Vinny, because people want to do the just and right thing. But if the evidence is sloppy, who knows? It creates reasonable doubt.
Oh, maybe in your mind, Joey, but not necessarily in mine. Let's go to the phone lines, Dream Team. We got Julie in Kentucky tonight. Julie, I want to know your thoughts about this duct tape issue and Casey Anthony.
Well, you know, I'm not sure about this duct tape incident, but I think with her new lawyers and the lawyers that she's going to be getting in the future, I think that they may know something that the public does not. And I also think they need to look a little bit farther into Roy Kronk.
All right. Thanks so much, Julie. Hey, how about that, Robin Sachs? Roy Kronk is the one who makes the phone call, and then nothing is done, and then makes another phone call, discovers the remains. This is the meter reader who would relieve himself in the woods. That's why he was there. Should there be more of an investigation into this guy?
Well, that's exactly what the defense is going to want us to do. But again, the defense is going to throw anything up and hope that one thing sticks. All you need is one juror to hang this trial up. And if it's the Roy factor, the duct tape factor, nanny, the Zanny, nanny, whatever factor, they're going to go for it. So they're going to throw everything they can. And anything related to Roy Kronk is going to give their theory much more credence and put a little bit of pressure on the prosecutor.
All right, let's go to Sharon, who's in Pennsylvania tonight. Sharon, your thoughts? You want to talk duct tape tonight, Sharon?
Yes, I do. I don't think Roy Kronk had anything to do with it. And if Baez thinks she's so innocent, why are they worried about duct tape being over her mouth? She was with her boyfriend. She stayed there for a month. When her daughter was missing, she never told her told her boyfriend, and here she is out partying and everything. She done it, and if she gets off, that's going to be a darn shame because she did kill her daughter. And I'm beginning to think Baez knows she did. That's why they want this duct tape. They don't want it to look like it was on her because she did it to her. And
all right, Sharon, great call. Vikki, you know, Sharon makes an incredible point here that if, in fact, Casey Anthony didn't do it, what does it matter to the defense whether or not the duct tape is covering her mouth or not covering her mouth if Casey Anthony isn't responsible?
Right, it's a great point. I think the defense is exactly doing what both attorneys said. Throw as much mud on the wall and see what sticks. Smoke and mirrors, that's their defense. They know there are no other suspects in this case. They know that they have a major problem. The chief medical examiner already said that the duct tape was on this child, on its face, on its skull. Okay, people don't put duct tape just to kind of wrap up a head. That doesn't work. It's not what people do. All right, so
yeah, and Joey Jackson, it doesn't. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's okay. I mean, I clearly think even if they can't prove that the duct tape was not around the child's mouth, they still can prove that she actually murdered this child. And I think they're trying to get a lesser offense or not to put her on death row. That's what they're trying to do here.
All right. Now, Joey Jackson, real quickly, if you throw Zanny the nanny, you throw Roy Kronk, and you're pointing the finger every which way, it goes to your credibility, doesn't it? The defense's credibility? If they don't have one person they can point the finger at, they're throwing it everywhere?
Well, you know what happens, Vinny, and you know this. What ends up happening is that you want to point fingers in multiple directions, and you want to make sure you point it away from your client, and that's exactly what's happening here. So they're going to attack the veracity of every witness. They're going to contest every shred of evidence.
All right,
and
Legal Dream Team, stay put. Much more straight ahead.